Hey, everybody, and welcome to the office for the week of, I don't even know what week we are in. I believe we're in September 7th, 2020. And I actually just spent a lot of time today putting together a newsletter for you guys that's quite has a lot in it. Let's just say that. I can't even think about the words I'm looking for right now. But if you didn't get the newsletter, make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter. It went out today and it has the monthly September's inspirational message. It has the 5 mini messages that I channel from the other side when I'm writing the newsletter. So whoever they're for, hopefully you'll get a message. And it has the contest that we're doing for the lounge with Bob Grant. If you want to get, I'm like really out of it today. If you want to get live one-on-one coaching with him on the lounge, there's a contest going out for that in the newsletter. So if you guys did not get the newsletter, I probably should put it into the comments section, but you want to make sure you're subscribed so you can get it every month, because I do send out one a month with the monthly message that I actually write out. And I do 5 mini messages, and we have all the news and all the things you need to know about what's going on with Connection Beyond, what's going on with me. I just want to say hi to everyone. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm a little bit slow to start. I'm not, the office, I'm usually like, but today it's a change from the transition is hitting from August to September. We have all the kids going to school. I have to do that transition. So I am a little bit late in the week with the office, but the office always comes when it's just the right time to give you guys the news. Okay. So how are you guys all doing? Let's say hi to everybody. We got Jeff. Jeff, I haven't seen you in person in a while, but I just wanted to say hello. Rita, Corinne, Lisa, Beth Ann, Carrie Potter. I love your name, Carrie. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Lorraine, Donna Phillips, Betsy Music. I want to say that as if I'm in a wrestling federation or something. No, I'm like, welcome, Betsy Music. Woo! Catherine, Tracy, Michael Ruff, South Jersey Smiles, no longer. He is now a different name, which I forget, but it will be on the last lounge in the webcast. Oh, slow vibes today, Betsy. You get it. You get it. Slow vibes today. You know what? Such slow vibes because I didn't even put the intro on. I didn't put the little overlay. I didn't put the music, but I just said, I want to get out there because I did spend 5 hours getting that newsletter out today. So I have been working very hard, and I hope some of you read the inspirational message. And if not, I got to get that onto the comments section before we end today. So let's see. Alyssa, Kristen, let's see. Hi, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Oh, my goodness. Everybody's commenting. I'm trying to get to everybody here. All right. Let me just talk about what's going on with the energy. Okay. I wrote about it today, and I want to just kind of give you guys a general overview of what to be expecting, because really we're transitioning into the new energy, but right now it's like, it feels like quicksand. Not quicksand. It feels like concrete, like we're going very slowly. And every time we're trying to move forward, it seems like there's a glitch or a stop, or things are just completely not moving at the pace that we want. And that's okay. Because we are in a bunch of retrogrades, not Mercury yet, but we're in a bunch of retrogrades, and we had a full moon, and we're moving into the new vibration that I've talked to you guys about for the past several months. And I just want to talk to you guys about how you need to be going with the flow. Okay. Because a lot of your plans that you had planned out 3 months ago, and even your plans that you had a month ago, aren't going to go according to plan. And a lot of you that like plan and you like structure, you might get annoyed because every time you try to plan something, it's like, oh no, you're not doing that today. Oh, I'm going to plan a work day. You're not doing that today. Yeah. and it could get really frustrating. A lot of banks, financial institutions, places that you depend on for your bill paying, there's going to be a lot of shutdowns, a lot of ID verifications due to fraud. There's going to be a lot of frustration around getting financing. So if you're trying to get a mortgage, or you're doing something with your finances, or you're trying to get the payroll protection program, anything that's going on with finances digitally, there's going to be a lot of delays. So I want to tell you that too. Very important. Yeah, I know, Donna, it does feel like it's in slow motion. Actually, I feel like I'm in slow motion. Usually I'm a little bit more, fast paced, but I can't pretend today because this is the energy, this is where we're at. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm trying to give you a sense of the energy. And by looking at my energy, you could probably get a sense of what the energy is. So I want to talk to you guys about the world energy at this point. I started to write this out, and then I figured, you know what, I'm just going to go on and just let it flow, because I'm not going to plan, because if I plan, it's not going to go according to that plan, which I just talked about. So the world energy, I'm feeling that school systems are going to be getting frantic. So if you have your kids in any sort of school system, whether it's online, virtual, hybrid, things are going to be changing over the next 3 weeks. I've talked about this 2 months ago. It's already changed like twice. It's probably going to change a third time. The other thing is that the media is on this. So if there are any glitches with the schools, you never know where the media is politically aligned. So you don't know whether they're trying to, make one party look bad or the other party look bad. But it seems like members of the media, once there is something with the school, it's going to be all over the place. Okay. So just be aware that some of these stories about the schools may not give you all the information that you're looking for to make certain decisions that you need to make. But I feel like these schools and the colleges, things are just spreading in the media like wildfire. I also keep hearing wildfire, so I hope that doesn't mean there's a wildfire. But yeah, things are going to get really frantic, annoying, crazy with the school systems, and it's already started. So anyway, Beth Ann, you're right in the middle of finance stuff. Yeah, for some reason, it's not the finances that are going to be a problem this week. It is the access to the finances. So let's say you need a car, you're getting a car financed, or you're getting your home refinanced, a mortgage. You're trying to get your money out of the bank, or you're trying to transfer money from one bank to the next, or you're trying to get unemployment or payroll protection. Anything digitally that involves transferring of money or the wiring of money, it's not so much of an approval. It's more that finances are being held up. So if you have a house closing this week, or any sort of paperwork that requires a digital download or something, that's it's going to get really, really crazy. So, all right, I guess people are telling me this. The wildfires are happening, excuse me, which I am not aware of, because I don't really, I try to stay away from the news as much as I can, because then it gives me a bias of what I kind of channel for you guys. So I don't like to have that bias, but I guess that's validating for what I was just saying. So that's coming through. Also, so the schools, just be aware that the schools that are running more virtually are going to probably stay that way, but the hybrids and everybody going into the schools, there's going to be a lot of administrative stuff that's going on, especially in the media, which is going to cause a lot of uproar with the boards of education, parent-teacher organizations, all sorts of stuff. So just be aware to ski with care, and also to be aware of that there's going to be a lot of messages, announcements, everything sent out, but things are going to get like actually really confusing. So try not to let it get the best of you. Anyway, see, I told you I'm moving slow today too. I am just the access point, the antenna here it's like dripping information. So I'm sorry if you're losing your patience with me, because normally I'm like, I can't generate it. I'm getting the information. It's coming through slowly, but it's like foggy. You know what I mean? So we're just going to have to ride the wave. You guys want to ride the wave with me today? I'm just happy I'm on the damn thing, because for the past 3 days, I couldn't get here. That's how the plan is for the office to go on Monday or Tuesday. It's now Thursday. The lounge is coming on tomorrow. I have to get set ready for that. So let's talk about the lounge real quick, because that's kind of what I'm on. And I'm playing with the lighting here. I don't even know if you guys could see me. I'm having some lighting issues. Roseanne, you're right there with me, girlfriend. You know, Donna knows. See, I actually pulled up the wrong comment there. Roseanne, you're right on target with the energy for the day. I'm feeling the energy of the day. You guys are feeling the energy of the day. Hopefully that you're tuning in with me here, you don't feel as bad because of how you're feeling, because I'm just letting you know where it's at. Let me take a drink of water. So anyway, what I was talking about in my newsletter is pretty important for what's going on for the month. Okay, so if you guys have been listening to me the past couple of months, if you have, I'm sure a lot of you have, but have you been putting it into practice? We don't know. If you've been learning your lessons right about now, the Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. Whoa, Nelly. I am just, I'm on here, but I'm not here. But that's okay, because we can't be perfect every day. That's the point. So anyway, back to the train of thought. So the train is going, and that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about trains, planes, automobiles, boats, and lazy river rides in that order. So if you find that all of your best laid plans over the past week or two have been going in a different direction, going off track, you're planning it, and you're getting blocked everywhere. But this door is opening and you have to reroute, and you're just like, what is going on? I need structure, I need balance, I need stability in all this. What I'm telling you is, the bad news is that this is annoying, but that's not such bad news. So the bad news is this is annoying. It's frustrating. It makes you feel like you can't get anything done. It makes you feel like you're in slow motion. It makes you feel like you're just sitting around, you're procrastinating because you can't get anything done because you're getting blocked in every direction. That's the bad news. But that's not such bad news. The good news is that if you are changing alignment, okay, we talk about energetic alignment. We're all learning about alignment. This has been the purpose of these webcasts since I started, is to get you guys in alignment, ready for the new consciousness, and to prepare you guys for that with all the endings that had happened in the last couple months, with all the changes internally that you have to do. If you've done all that, and if you've followed this for the past 5 months, what I've been doing, and you've implemented even some of it, you're going to start seeing these detours. So the bad thing is, and it's not bad, the challenge is it's frustrating. The good news is that if you're having detours, frustration stops and starts, and you're going off in every other direction and doors are closing, it means you're going to the next level of consciousness. And it's almost like that train track. If you imagine a train track, and it kind of, that other track comes in and it switches tracks and it goes that way. That's what's happening. You're actually shifting your alignment with each lesson you're learning, and which each level of frequency that you're heightening. So you could have learned 3 lessons in the past month. That means in the past month, all of your plans, your long-term plans, and even the short-term and the year plans have probably changed or shifted, and it's annoying. And you're like, oh my God, life is failing. Things are not working. Everything I plan to do, all the things, I plan to go, not working out. But it is. See, if things aren't shifting for you, it means you're on the vibration that you were on. If things are shifting and getting annoying, it means that you are changing in vibration. Okay. And we can only exist on one road at a time. So let's just look at this in little simpler terms. Okay. So let's say we look at your life path and your future. Okay. So we're in the train station, and you have a destination, you have your ticket, you're getting on the train, and you're going to that destination. Once you board that train and you take your seat, The conductor's in charge, and you are going to that destination. So every experience along that road, every stop along that train route, that's where you're going. So basically, your vibration and your choices determine your future. So if I'm looking at A, which is a train station and a train on your energy line, I could normally see that destination. If I look into it psychically, I can kind of see. So that's what's going on. However, if you're changing vibration, you're heightening your frequency, and you're learning your lessons, you're going into a whole new, you're not getting off at one of those stops. You're disembarking that train, and you're getting on at a whole new station with a whole new destination and a whole new experience. So all those stops are different. They're all to different cities. All those experiences are different. You can't exist on those two trains at the same time, but you also can't alter your path while being on the same train. So you can't be on train A and expect to stop at the stops on train B. You actually have to get off train A and get on train B to get off at the cities that train B stops at. Meaning you have to learn the lessons, stop the cycle, and actually make certain action choices to get onto the other train. So I'm trying to put this into simple terms. And if you read my newsletter today, I'm better at writing that out than I am at really explaining it. So when we're done with the webcast, I have to go and get the link for you guys. I will post it on the next post, and I'll try to post it on the comments section here. If you want, you can always go to my website and get on the list. Actually, if you're on this video in the description box, if you sign up for the 30-day manifestation course to be notified of that, or if you get on the list for the 8 signs your loved ones are around you, you will be added to the list for the newsletter too. So that's probably the easiest way, if you're not subscribed, to get these messages once a month, because they are written out messages for the month. Okay, you guys are getting the weekly messages, but you want to get the September inspirational message and also the mini messages from the other side. They come out once a month. All right, so we're talking about trains. Okay, are you guys following me so far? You guys following me that all these detours are actually aligning you to the proper path on in your Choose Your Own Adventure book? Okay, if I'm getting confusing, let me know. All right, if I'm getting confusing. So Corinne says, yep. Does that mean, yep, I'm getting confusing, or yep, you understand? Because like I said, running slow today. Lisa, how are you? Lisa's been on the train ride. This is Lisa. Hi, Lisa Adams. Lisa's been on the train ride not only for the past 5 months, but she's been a long-term client, coaching client, transformational coaching client for probably the past 10 years. And she's doing a good job. She's actually gotten off that relationship train ride by getting out of relationships altogether. And she did it. She's in a good job. She's moving forward in a whole new career. She left that train station that she was hanging out in like 10 years ago, had like a lot of trash, dirty buckets around, and people that were eating like bad food. That's the kind of train station. It wasn't real clean. Now she's like at a train station in Paris. It's beautiful. I don't know if you guys understand that, but I do. I do in my mind today. I understand. So anyway, I am just getting back to this. So once we start that alignment process, which I was just talking about, the alignment process, we talked about the 2 trains. If you're just coming on, hello, everybody. I'm so excited to see all of you. You have to go back and watch this from the beginning to understand what I'm talking about, because I'm talking about we're slow energy today. So my mind is going a little bit slower. So we talked about the 2 trains in reference to your Choose Your Own Adventure pathway. So which train are you on, and are you having detours? If you're having detours, it means you're changing alignment. You're going to that next level of consciousness. You're getting on a new train. You're going to have new experiences, meaning that these old experiences are going to start closing. Doors start closing. Doors start shutting. You can't go in those directions, and it could be frustrating. When you start actually practicing alignment and alignment processes in terms of energy and vibration and you're looking to shift those experiences so that your outer environment and your world experience could change, and you start learning alignment, which is what we were learning for the past 5 months. I just didn't define it as such, but that's what we're doing. And we're learning manifesting on the porch, but this is about alignment. That means when you first start alignment, your experiences in life, especially if you're intuitive and you're sensitive, your experiences in life are going to look more like a wooden roller coaster ride. That's the experience. Okay. So any type. So when you're on those roads in life, there could be a lot of detours, a lot of construction. We're on the wooden roller coaster. That means you're at a lower vibration. Things are not flowing. Your meridians aren't flowing properly. You're not at the highest level of vibration. So things are a little bit more dense. When you hit chaos in your life, or you hit obstacles, it resembles a wooden roller coaster. It's jerky. There's a lot of twists and turns. It's not even the steel roller coaster yet. Once you start learning alignment, the next level you'll go on is probably the steel roller coaster, where you're going to still have those ups and downs, but they're not going to be jerky and they're not going to hurt physically. Okay. Then once you keep going up in alignment, if you like the roadway, symbol, you're going to have less traffic. You're going to have nicer road, nicer scenery. If you like water symbolism, you're going to have more of a bumpy, choppy boat ride. It's not going to be real, but it's still not the wooden roller coaster. Okay. Then when you really start learning the higher lessons, and you really start and part of this alignment, what is the key to choosing alignment and winning with alignment and actually moving up in vibration? What is the common denominator? The common denominator is that we need to break patterns and cycles. And if you're not breaking the patterns and cycles, then you're stuck in that toxic negativity, and you will repeat things over and over again, whether that's you have the same boss, but a different person all the time. You have the issues with authority. You have that same toxic relationship, even though you broke up with somebody, you have another one that just ends up getting sabotaged. You tend to attract the same business people, the same friendships, draining friendships. That's the roller coaster route that we talked about. Then we go on the train, choppy waters. But once you start getting those cycles clearer and clearer and clearer, and mind you, the people on these train tracks, the people on your destination, they could all be the same. Okay. It doesn't mean that you have to lose friends or spouses or family members. However, if those people aren't in alignment and they're not growing and they're not spiritually growing, you're going to see them fading out, and people that maybe you haven't talked to in 20 years that may be on the path to alignment coming back in. Okay. So you could be shifting, you could be keeping some people, but people could come and go on those trains. So you could meet Marcy on train A. You've been friends with her for 20 years. But Marcy decides she still wants to go to that destination. Okay. But then you decide, hey, I'm gonna switch trains. I'm gonna get on a different track. I'm gonna go to the train station that Lisa Adams went to in Paris. And you get on and you see Bobby and Zach from Saved by the Bell from 30 years ago, and you hung out with them in high school, and they're on that path to the train station with Lisa Adams going to Paris. I mean, that could happen. But when you were on the train with Marcy for 20 years, Bob and Zach from Saved by the Bell, they were on a different train that may even be in a lower vibration with Cindy Lauper. It could all make sense. So what I'm saying is that we talked about, I'm just going back so I don't lose anybody here. We talked about the trains. We talked about the train stations, different vibrations, different experiences, different adventures. Then we talked about, first we talked about the wooden roller coaster, the steel roller coaster, the boat ride, the choppy boat ride, and these are different experiences and vibration. The train station is the path. So the train, don't get that confused with these experiential travel symbols. Then when you're really doing a good job and you're at where you need to be, you're going to plateau and you're going to coast. That's where you're going to feel like you're on the lazy river ride with your bathing suit and your sunglasses, and you are just lounging, and it's just going to take you. That's when you're in the highest level of alignment for where we are dimensionally. And I want you guys to start experiencing it. So if you're starting to experiencing, like I said, things changing abruptly, plans getting stopped, the best laid plan, you're starting to see everything just getting jumbled, it means you start to learn lessons, and you cannot possibly live in both vibrations at the same time. We talked about the hologram 2 weeks ago, how you were experiencing life as your old self, and now your new self and the new vibration, how you need to learn how to navigate all these new things that you're doing and learning. You can't have both at the same time. So now we're starting to merge and integrate, and you're going to have to pick a train station and a destination. Because people are like, hey, Marisa, like, email me. They're like, I want to know about my future. Well, first of all, do I have psychic ability? Yes. Would I consider myself a psychic? No. The reason being is because in America, people look at psychics as they want to come to me to predict their future. But as you saw, and what I just explained, there is no future prediction other than the train you decide to get on and the experiences that I can see. I could say, hey, Mary, you could get on the train in Tennessee. You get on the train in Washington, or you get on the train in Paris with Lisa Adams. Then I could see where you're going. It's up to you what tickets you want to buy, though. But I could tell you what experiences you're going to have on each of those trains. And I could tell you what roadblocks you're going to hit. I can tell you what lessons you're going to learn. But don't go to get a psychic reading because you want relief from your anxiety. I'm not doing that. There are some psychics and mediums that do that. But they're only predicting what your choices are going to lead you to. So why would you want that anyway? Because that's not really providing relief. It's just showing you where you are along the path. Does that make sense? It's hard to get on here and talk to myself, but luckily I see you guys commenting, so that's nice. I don't really feel like I'm talking to myself, but really I am talking to myself. So anyway, that's where we're at. I hope it wasn't too deep for you. I have to think this way because if not, it just goes in and out. And usually I'm a lot faster with what I'm saying. So for the lounge tomorrow, as you know, the lounge books itself, right? We talked about that. I want to hear from you if you've had a near-death experience, if you've had any sort of experience where you saw a spirit in your life, where you had an experience of someone crossing over and they came back and told you they were okay. I want to bring you on the show. I want to talk about it. I want to bring you on the lounge, and I want you to do a hang with me. And I want you to let other people know about your experience, because a lot of you probably that had these experiences probably think other people think you're crazy if you talk about them. But I want to hear about them. So if you've had anything like this, I do want to hear from you. We also have the contest with Bob Grant. If you've heard of Bob Grant before, he came on the show. He is the Amazon best-selling author of The Women Men Adore and Never Want to Leave. They don't ever want to leave. I can't believe it. But he came on and did a number on two of our ladies a couple of weeks ago. And they came in looking so depressed. And then all of a sudden, they were like stars around their heads. They were just so happy with what he was saying. So we're doing a contest. If you get his ebook, you're gonna be entered into a contest to come on and get live coaching with him. He doesn't even do it for everybody anymore. You can't even get to him. So if he comes on and does live coaching, it's a pretty good opportunity. I'm going to post all of these links to everything. I'm going to post after I'm done, so you guys can go in the comments and check it out. So I'll post the one from Bob. And if you want to come on the show, here, I'll actually put this on the banner here. If you want to come on the show, just email us at the office. If you've had a spiritual experience of any sort, we add this banner at info@connectionbeyond.com. And we will love to hear from you. I have no idea what's going on in the lounge tomorrow. I'm telling you, the show books itself. I am not kidding. Okay. The show books itself. Last week, we had nobody up until 10 minutes before the show. We had 5 guests, and it was incredible. So you just don't ever know. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to post a reminder. I want all of you to be here. I don't know what Spirit has in store. We might do readings. We might have guests. I don't know. Up until now, the week hasn't gone as planned, but I've explained that in this webcast. So I'm so happy with everything that you guys had to say. And like I said, if you had a spiritual experience, near-death experience, or you watched or you were with someone when they passed away and you were in hospice and you saw people and you heard them talking to people in the room, right now, because of the shifts that are going on and because of all the uncertainty, you guys could use a little hope, a little inspiration. So last week we did readings. We could do a surprise reading. Sometimes I'm showing up on people's porches, just showing up. I don't know what I'm going to do. I would love to tell you this is all planned out. I would love to tell you that. But I try to, but it's not. So I leave it up to Spirit, leave it up to the divine nature of the universe to tell us what we're going to do in the lounge tomorrow. But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. If you've had a spiritual experience or any of those experiences, I'm going to send you back to the banner. Just go and email us at info@connectionbeyond.com. And you probably need to be available at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Actually, 8:35, because we might check your mic and video to make sure it's working, because sometimes we have some technical issues with people using it for the first time. And if you want to tell your story, please come on. We'd love to hear from you. And remember, it's providing hope to our audience as well. So I just thought of that today. I thought that'd be interesting to do. Just real people having cool experiences and giving hope to us in such a difficult time would be a really good idea. So anyway, thanks everybody. If you're just tuning in, watch it from the beginning. It's a lot of important stuff that I had to say. I think it may not make sense to you right now. Just process it. Take the symbolism, draw it out. See how it makes sense to you. All right. Carol, you're back from Dixon City. Love to see you. Donna, thank you for coming. Lorraine, you've seen a spirit, or do you think it was a spirit back in 1999? I'd love to hear from you. Come on the show. All right. Thanks, everybody. And I hope to see a lot of you soon. That's in tomorrow in the lounge. We'll have jazz. Grab your Coca-Cola, your crackers, your cheese, your bottle of wine, your twinkly lights. That's really important. You got to have twinkle lights if you're going to hang out in the lounge with us. And just bring your higgy or hygge or whatever it is. We're going to do a hang. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.